Thought I'd make a little how-to video for installing one of these auto-adjusting vent arms. If you have one, they're a little intimidating. The instructions don't do a lot of good. If you run in one of these cheap greenhouses like I got here, I think Harbor Freight sells one like this. If it uses the track system with the bolts, that's kind of how I made it work for me. I detached it from here on each side, and I ran a longer bolt that I had in the shop with a nut on there. Cut a piece of 1x up to fit. I think it was 25 inches exactly for mine. Found center mast, mounted this up. Before I hooked anything else up, I went ahead and found center mast on the actual window, and I used self-tapping screws and screwed that in there. And then I centered the mount for it. When I hooked it up, I took this off. I didn't have the shock on there. I didn't have the springs on there. And I just kind of made sure that it was going to fit all the way flush and slid this up and down until I found out where it was going to fit flush. I temporarily tightened these, made sure it was going to open all the way. Everything seemed to be good. And then I put it all back together and tightened it up. So this worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you or not, but I couldn't find any videos online. But when it comes, it has these arms that protrude out, these little legs, and you have to cut them off. I didn't make it pretty. I could have rounded it, but if you leave those legs on, and I noticed on Amazon, I almost returned this, but it seemed like all the ones on Amazon had these little protruding legs out there. This thing has to pivot, and if you have those arms in the way, it won't pivot. So I cut those off with a set of snips, and that's kind of the trick to this. So I hope this helps.